Hi, I'm Laura Holke with Holke Designs. This tutorial is to show you how to heat press rhinestone transfers onto your homecoming mum ribbons to give it that extra bling. I design and create custom rhinestones so you can offer your mum clients that something special, something different that no one else has. Check my bio and there's a link that you can purchase my stock designs or email me and I'll design something unique just for you. Here are a few of my designs on ribbons to show you what's possible. You can layer using different types of ribbons. Here's one that's layered, where there's two different ribbons together with a transfer that lays on top of both of them. Here's a denim that turned out really cute, and that works great with the ironing or the heat press. Here's one that's already the stripes are already on the ribbon, they're silver. And when you pull the transfer up, it still leaves the silver on there. There's another one. It's a little bit different. This rhinestone transfer has two colors. It has the gray on the inside and the clear on the outside. They really stand out. You can see they really stand out on that darker ribbon. Looks really good. And then here's an all clear on a dark ribbon that also stands out. Now, you can use a lot of different types of ribbon, but there are some ribbons that do not work well. And I'll show you those in a little bit. All right, we'll try to go through this slowly so everybody can follow along. But first, cut your ribbons to 36 inches or to whatever length you use when you make your mums. I use 36 inches as my standard. Second, you're going to trim the transfer. Here's a transfer, and here's one that's trimmed. Same, here's a transfer, and here's one that's trimmed so that the outer edge is not quite as big. That is because when you lay it down on top of a ribbon, if the transfer, the plastic part, is on the outside of this ribbon and you lift it up, it can distort the rhinestones if it's not quite ready to be pulled. So if you keep it inside the ribbon, when you lift it up, then it should be fine and it shouldn't move around at all. So that's why we trim the outside. After you trim the outside, you pull the white backer off. Let's show you on this one. So here's the baseball rhinestone. We trimmed it to fit. We peeled the white backer off, and then you can place it with these. I use glitter cardstock, and I can heat press it directly on there. And then this looks great. You can hot glue this down on a ribbon, or you can put it up in the top of the flower part of the mum. Set your heat press to 160 degrees Fahrenheit, and that's my timer, and I'll show you the timer in just a minute. So you have it warming up. Lay down your ribbons on your heat press. Now, this is what I wanted to make sure that you knew. When you have something that's a little bit longer than your heat press, you don't want to heat press something in the middle of a letter because it'll distort that letter. So what you would do in that case, you would move this one up a little bit so that just Warriors is on there, and we'll do the Liberty part in just a minute. So that's where the cutoff is. And then we're going to also do this piece at the same time so you can see how they can all go on the same temperature. Close your heat press. Pull this down and set the timer for 30 seconds. Lift up, swing it away, and check them out. This one, you need to do the second part, so you scoot it down for Liberty to show. And then the basketball one, you can remove, because that one's all set. Sorry for that. And now you can, this one's done too. You can take that one away. Then you reset, and you do this half. Oh, I got my security there. Swing away, and you pull it from the heat press. And then you slowly peel the plastic away. Then you slowly peel the plastic back. Then when you do it very slowly, because you want to make sure that all the stones are stuck on there. And they are. You can check and look in this plastic. Sometimes one or two stones might get stuck up in here. You just want to make sure. Excuse my lack of manicure. I have been burning my fingers with hot glue all week. Okay, so pulling just like this. This one looks good, so I can pull it all the way off. You can see. See how it looks great. It picks up all the light. It looks really shiny in the mums. We're going to check and make sure the stones are staying stuck. And when you're sure, you can pull all of it off. There, we pulled that one all off. Now you've got a little bit of a bump here from where it was in the heat press, but you can touch iron that. Little heat, tiny bit of heat right in here, and that'll take that bend out of there. Some people don't even worry about it because once it's in the mum, it moves around. But I like to touch it up usually. And that's a gray stone. Let me take it onto the light a little bit better, so you can see how it sparkles. See how it works? This is our cardstock that we just made with our baseball. And there it is. I didn't center that one on there very great, but you get the point. And you can make your cardstock a little bit bigger than what I did so that you have a little bit more of room for error. But it's neat because it kind of gives it a little bit of a three-dimensional puffiness. And it looks really good inside the mum. Okay, just so you can see, these two work great with the iron and the heat press. This kind of ribbon does not work. It melts and it will ruin an iron. You don't want to use that kind. Yes, for these. You can find this one on Amazon, and this one you can special order, and I know how to do that. If you'd like to contact me, we can do a group order. Thanks so much for listening, and email me if you have any questions. Thanks.